These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight, we put a bow on Week 15 with a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Just about set for football. The veteran Matt Gay has it teed up, and we are underway now at Lucas Oil Stadium. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Goff now looking to throw. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Counter play, here's Gibbs. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. You look at this Colt defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Goff going to get this to Gibbs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ric Flair.
Now a 1st down throw, gone. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quiddy Pay in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now. Six the Eagle.
Off play action, Richardson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Richardson. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he'll get it inside the 35.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Going underneath, Gibbs has it. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Come on.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Now 2nd and 3. Here's Richardson to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Colts at 9-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 3.
Ranger.
Now Richardson. His throw incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
18, Pioneer.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. A big play there for Indy. 43 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Richardson working from the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
19, Tiger. Ready?
Richardson to throw off play action. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that. Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Let's go now. Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. Here's Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Throwing on third. Goff. That is caught. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be first and goal from an ideal position.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Gibbs looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Gibbs again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, touchdown number 22 on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Richardson. This one completes Alec Pierce. And they're able to get this one across the 35. On first down, Richardson. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. First and 10, it's Richardson. And going right back to Pittman. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Liking 18. Go.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense.
That's good. For another Colts.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Mustang 19. Warrior 70.
Second down, here's Richardson. Left side, he finds Pierce. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. Now Goff on first down. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, as the first half is winding down. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Now it's Richardson. And this one too low.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before the half. Richardson lets one go downfield for Pierce. And that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Past the 60, past the 60. Ready.
Off play action. Richardson. Flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
And maybe a little pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 61 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Ready?
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and roll them off.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Richardson now on second down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a first and goal from very short range.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Anthony Richardson. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. Gay is on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll go again with Gibbs. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 9. To throw is Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. St. Brown in motion right.
4 down. 5.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. That's taken in by Raymond. And he is going to have a Lions first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a first down throw. Goff. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Let's go.
Now is 2nd and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Richardson looking to throw this. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Back 60.
1st and 10. Richardson looks to throw it. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Go.
And Richardson back to throw it. The toss here completed to Pittman. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Richardson to throw off play action. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Cougar 19.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Flush to his right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
14.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll come up, 1st and 10 here. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Richardson. That one finds Pierce right side. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And that would open up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Ken, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Again, it's Taylor. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now 2nd and 4.
Viking 18. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Richardson being chased out left. That's going to be caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. St. Brown on the catch. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Here's 2nd down.
Listen.
Now it's gone. A throw left sideline for us, incomplete. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heat for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, this is nervous time now. They decided to go for it right there. Fortunately, still a little bit of time left for another shot. But this one almost certainly has to be in the end zone.
Hey, 5.
One last throw here for Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half. And that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Colts, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.